Hey guys, Piff here, and I want to talk about some DLC 4 theories. I'd first like to give a shout out to my boy Jason. I'm putting a link in the description to his channel. We theorized together and bounced ideas off of each other, and we came up with these theories together. But what I want to talk about is Sam still in Richtofen's body? As you guys know, Sam is the announcer for the Origins map, and it's got us thinking, because if you guys don't know the zombie storyline, basically at Moon, she switched bodies with Richtofen. Richtofen was in her body, and she was in Richtofen's. And basically, we heard, Richtofen throughout the maps. If you guys don't know, the theory is that we've been stuck in an infinite time loop, and the characters keep reliving stuff. That's why they always kind of, they kind of remember little things, and they're always like, I think I've done this before. That's why, is because they're stuck in an infinite time loop. But when we were going through the infinite time loop and we carried on with the story, Richtofen was still in Sam's body, and he was trying to find another body. And then on Moon, not on Moon, but on Buried, he finally got another body, and he got into Sullinger's body. And we think that's very interesting, and I want to touch on that for you guys. Now, my theory is I think that Sam is still in Richtofen's body in Origins. Now, I know Origins is the beginning, or going back to the beginning, but Sam was not alive at this time. And if you guys saw, it looked like Maxis was very old at this point, and I don't know how he was able to have a baby at that age, but it happened somehow. But basically, as we know, Sam was not alive at this point, 1918 when Origin was happening. So how was Sam able to get into the map Origins? And the only way that would be possible is through the time loop that they're stuck in, and in the rift and everything that's going on. So basically, what we think may have happened is when Richtofen went into Stillinger's body, that is what triggered something in the rift and triggered them to go through the time loop and go back in time to Origins. Now, when you guys are watching the Origins trailer, you have to pay attention. Now, the characters meet for the first time, and they pull their guns on each other. And if you guys look in the back, Richtofen looks at his hands like, what did I just do? And right before the robot comes, he looks up. He looks up way before the robot even comes down. It's like he almost knew what was going on. He's like, I've lived this a couple times. I know what's going to happen. And he looks up. So this supports that they are stuck in the time loop. And this isn't like the very first time that this has happened. So this would support the theory that Sam is still in his body. It would make a lot of sense. And that's why Sam's voice sounds so different. And she's like, I don't know, her voice, as you guys know, I'll play a clip for you guys right now.
My name is Samantha. I'm going to tell you how all this really began.
But her voice sounds way different, as everybody knows. It sounds really different, and maybe that is because she is in Richtofen's body, and they've gone back to Origins, and that's the only reason why she knows what's happened. And maybe possibly we will try to work with the characters now that Samantha is in Richtofen's body. Maybe she's going to try to stop what's happening, and maybe that's why she knows what happened at the beginning. Now, it could be, maybe it's not Samantha. They lied to us about the voice. That'd be kind of lame. That would kind of suck if they did that, because I don't know, it just would be impossible to be able to call that, because they did say it was Sam in the, in the trailer. Another thing that I do want to touch on is the purple eyes. Who is in control of the purple eyes? Now, we came up with a little theory, and this might be a little bit of a stretch, but if you write down the colors of all the eyes that we've had blue, yellow, red, and now we're going to have purple, right? So, to this point, okay, so we know what's in the map. What do we have in the map? We have yellow and purple. Now, what are the two colors of eyes that we do not have? We have blue and red. And who is in control of the blue eyes is Richtofen. Who's control of the red? We do not know. But something interesting is when, alright, so on Buried, as we know, to complete the Richtofen side, he switches bodies and goes into Stillinger's body. Now, I don't know if Stillinger is in control of the red eyes. That would have been a little weird. But something is going on, because when you combine blue and red together, what color do you get? You get purple. So it is pretty obvious that, or not obvious, but it's a good theory, I guess I should say, that something, I don't know, I guess Richtofen going into Stillinger's body may have caused them to have purple eyes. I mean, blue plus red equals purple, so who's ever controlling the red? I don't know, but to me it sounds like a pretty sound theory. something else that's interesting about Stellinger, now looking at it, we do have some background information about him that he was in the group called quote unquote Flesh. But something else, now looking at him, he kind of looks like an archaeologist, does he not? He's kind of dressed like one. He has the nerdy glasses with the tape in the middle. Maybe this is like backstory for all the, the new crew, quote unquote, that we have. I mean, as you guys know, if you guys look at the loading screens, it looks like Marlton is in the back. So maybe that's, in like Shangri-La, a lot of the older maps, some people have noticed that, that looks like Marlton. So what if that's Marlton's backstory? Is he was like there as a scientist in the back days? What if Stillinger's was something to do with Shangri-La and all the enchantment and all that type of stuff? Because he does look like an archaeologist to me, and I think it does make sense. So that's how we think that we got the purple eyes, is that Richtofen combining with somebody, who's ever controlled the red eyes, caused us to have purple eyes. Now, that's just a little theory that we have. So, I don't know. I think that's how we got the purple eyes. I think Samantha could possibly still be in Richtofen's body. That's why her voice sounds like that. And that's why she's able to know what's going on in Origins. Because if you guys know, she was not born at that time period. So it's like, what's going on? How there's a lot of stuff that's not adding up. But I think that would make sense. That's like the most sound theory that we've been able to come up with, is that she's still in his body. I mean, because as the story's been going on the other maps, technically, Moon just didn't, after Moon, it didn't just stop. Richtofen was still trying to get into another body. He wanted to find a new body for himself. So now that he's coming back in the time loop, maybe that's how Sam was able to get to Origins. I don't know. You guys let me know what you guys think. If you're a new viewer, if you could subscribe, I'd greatly appreciate that. All my subs, let me know what you guys think. I know it is a theory. Don't kill me for having a theory. I'm just trying to get people talking, and I'm just trying to figure out what's going on in the zombie storyline. I know it's really hard to try to figure it out nowadays, but I wanted to give it a shot. If you guys give it an up rating, that's greatly appreciated. That's how these videos get seen. Don't forget to check out my boy Jason. I'll put a link in the description to his channel. Me and him bounce theories from one another, and that's how we were able to come up with some of this stuff. And if you guys have Twitters, you can follow me over at Twitter at SirPiffington. That's with 2 N's. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.